Italy is known for manufacturing some of the most beautifully designed sports cars in the world. They gave us the Ferrari, the Lamborghini, the Maserati, many of which you will find here at the Frist Center's latest exhibition, Bellissimo. Here to tell us more about it is Mark Scala. He is the chief curator here, and wow, this is not your typical auto show, is it?
It's a spectacular exhibition. These cars are essentially works of art. That's why they're at the Frist Center for the Visual Arts. There are some cars that just rise above the standard. It's the things that get us so excited as we see them on the street or in museums. They're so beautifully crafted. The materials are great. They're sexy. Everything about them really screams authenticity, originality, beauty.
Those Italian designers knew exactly what they were doing. The area we're standing in front of, when you first walk in, this is the wow factor. Tell me about the bat.
The bat stands for Berlinetta Aerodinamica Tecnica. There won't be a test on that. It's just short for bat. And when you look at the cars, especially when you look at them from the rear, you can see that their fins actually have the shape of a bat wing as it curves up. So it's a very apt acronym for these cars. And these are one of a kind. These are concept cars. They were designed to really explore the question of aerodynamics. How can we be very, very efficient with a small engine, with a light body, and how can we achieve great speed and also great beauty at the same time? So these are very, very special. To have three of them, the only three in the world here at the Frist Center, is really extraordinary.
Yeah, you're not going to get an opportunity to see many of these cars anywhere else. And one of the things I noticed first off, Mark, was there are some cars that have steering wheels on the left, some that have steering wheels on the right, and one that has one in the center.
Well, the Italians drive on the right, just as we do, not as the British do. But, if you wanted to have the steering wheel on the right, you could choose to have it on the right. If you decided that your custom car should have the steering wheel on the left, well, that's perfectly fine, too. The one with the steering wheel in the middle is perfect because it can be accommodated and adapted to any society that you're driving in. And it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. One of my favorites, and I know yours as well, is the one that you really have to see to believe. It's what, 33 inches tall?
It's probably the lowest car ever made. It's called the Lancia Zero, or Zero, and it is essentially a work of art. It's a sculpture. You can drive it. It's very fast and very, very sleek and aerodynamic and beautiful, but it never went into production. It's not a very practical car, but it's the kind of thing that you can put up on a pedestal and say, yes, cars can be works of art.
These certainly are. We have to point out, too, that there's 3 motorcycles. So there's 19 cars and 3 motorcycles.
Yes, 3 motorcycles. The Italian motorcycle industry was very, very important, probably not as celebrated in this country as the automotive industry. You won't recognize the name Moto Guzzi nearly as much as you would recognize the name Alfa Romeo, but very important part of the Italian automotive industry. These motorcycles are beautiful, they're beautifully designed, they're very, very fast, sometimes too fast for their own good. The Moto Guzzi can go 150, 160 miles an hour, and that's a little dangerous, but really a great looking bike.
Really a great looking bike, and I think we were going to point out that one of them is owned by a local man, so we really appreciate him for lending this to this wonderful exhibition. So now, how long is Bellissimo, which means?
Bellissima, of course, means beautiful.
Yes.
It means extra beautiful.
Extra beautiful.
Yes.
How long is it going to be here?
It will be up until October 9th.
Great. Thank you so much, Mark. You got to come see it. Just go to fristcenter.org if you'd like more information.